always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
22, water.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Using his legs at the front. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to take off. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Craig. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
got it looking for a first. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for space. It's front. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is a designed run. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talking.
Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. That's number 10. Takes it the other way. He He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cade. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Quick separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's played. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hard running there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Duggan. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River Rivalry. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple of times and they've been sacked a couple of times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get... football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. And the try is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Huff. Here's the pressure. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. It's Huff. Throws to the back. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Defense playing a bail technique. Tries to get it on the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Canes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's played. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He leaves it with his back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Blade. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They feed him again.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking for a man. It's Huff. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Craig. And they swarm him under.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I love that play call on 4th down because they go RPO, and essentially the football can go 3 different ways. He could have handed it off, he could have thrown for it, or just keep it himself. He took the latter option. It doesn't matter. That was the right decision on that play to keep this drive alive. Great job.
The give to the back. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. That gives him 54 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go, here we go.
Pushes for the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Huff. Quarterback adapting. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Extending the play. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Handoff from the shotgun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches.
22 water.
A run for the quarterback. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Huff. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Andrews. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Scores on the sneak. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 21 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Yep, he's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Huff. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All by himself. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
He'll take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Andrews. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, You've got the football late in the game. You can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Press. Charge.
They're going to run it to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Leaves it with the running back. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.